Hello friends, today our topic is the bisection method, and bisection method is used to find the root for the algebraic equation and also for the transcendental equation. Now the bisection method is also termed as the Bolzano method and is based on the repeated application of intermediate value theorem. What are the steps? Let us find a root of fx is equal to 0, that is the algebraic equation or the transcendental equation lies in the interval a0, b0. The step 2 said that we bisect a0, b0, once again bisect, that means half, at the point m1 where m1 is equal to a0 by a0 plus b0 by 2. We denote the interval a0, m1 as I1 as well as the interval m1, b0. Now the step 3. If f of a0 into f of m1 is greater than 0 or the interval m1, b0, that is f m1 into f of b0 less than 0, then the root lie in the interval I1. Step 4. Therefore, the interval I1 also contains the root. We bisect the interval I1 and again get a subinterval I2, as step 2 has whose endpoints fx takes the values of opposite signs and therefore contains the root. Step 5. Continuing the process, we get a sequence of nested sets of subintervals I0, that is superset of I1, superset of I2, in that way such that each interval contains the root. So the step 6, after repeating the bisection process q times, we either find the root or find the interval iq of length b0 minus a0 upon 2 to the power q, which contains the root. Now the method is also called the bracketing method, since the method successively reduces the two ends or the brackets of the interval surrounding the real root. Now according to the theory, we will continue the bisection process using a problem, and the problem is perform 5 iterations of the bisection method, 5 iterations of the bisection method to obtain the smallest positive root of the equation, where the equation is x cube minus 5x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now as already it has been said that the smallest positive root, that means we may start from x is equal to 0 to find the range. Now how to find the range of a root, you can check my previous video. When we are putting the value of x is equal to 0 here, we are getting the value of fx as plus 1, and that means that is greater than 0. And when we are putting the value of x is equal to 1 here, we are getting the value of fx as minus 3. So those are all of opposite sign. So that means the smallest positive root must lie in between the 0 and 1. So we may take, according to the algorithm, a0 as 0 and b0 as 1. Once again, 0 is the 0 and 1 is the range. So we are taking 0 as a0 and 1 as b0. So we are finding the middle portion m1 as a0 plus b0 by 2 or 0 plus 1 by 2 or 0.5. Now we are completing the problem using the table. Let's at first I am drawing a straight line. That means that is our range 0 and 1. And when we are getting the result 0 and 1, at 0 we are getting the positive sign for f, and for x is equal to 1 we are getting the value of the function as negative. So let's once again proceeding to the table. So at 0 that is positive, and at 1 we are getting the negative. So at middle point we are getting the m1. So as like that is our first iteration where we are getting 0 and 1 as the first range, then that's half, that means 0.5, and that is at the point 0.5, that means at 0.5 we are getting the value of the function as minus 1.375, that means negative. So here at 0.5 we are getting the range, getting the value of the function as negative. So at 0.5 that is minus, at 1 that is minus. So those are not of the opposite sign. Those are not of the opposite sign. So we must reject that section, and we will take now the range as at 0 is the first point and 0.5 as the last point of the range. That means the range is now from 0 to 0.5. Here from 0 to 0.5, as 0.5 the value of the function is negative, and at 0 the value of the function is positive. Now once again we are bisecting it. That means the point is now 0.25. So at 0.25 we are getting the value of the function once again negative. So if we once again use the bracket, at 0.25 the value of the function is negative, at 0.5 the value of the function is negative. So once again we are rejecting that section, we are taking that section. So the now new range is from 0 to 0.25, and that one is from 0 to 0.25. So we bisect that section and we get the value at the bisection is 0.125. So once again we find the value of the function for 0.125, and now that is positive 0.377. So when we are using the bracket, at that moment at 0 that is positive, at 0.125 that is positive. So we are rejecting that section. Now we are taking that range. That means at that moment the new range is from 0.125 to 0.25. Now once again we are bisecting this, and now we are getting 0.1875. At 0.1875 again we are getting the value of the function as 0.069, that means plus. So once again we are rejecting that section and taking the new range as from 0.1875 to 0.25. So the new range is at that moment here, and we are bisecting it. So when we are bisecting it, once again now we are getting the value of the function at 0.21875, and that is negative. So as usual, now the new range is now 0.1875 to 0.21875. So after the fifth iteration, the root lie between 0.1875 and 0.21875. Hence the root has been taken as the middle point of this interval, and 0.1875 plus 0.21875 upon 2, and finally that is nearly equal to 0.203125. And in this bracketing method already we can find out the root of the algebraic or the transcendental equation.